Most people are using NotebookLM to create slide decks, and they're getting really boring, generic presentations. They click the Generate button, get some slides, and wonder why it doesn't look professional. But what they don't realize is that NotebookLM is capable of producing visually stunning presentations that look like they were designed by a professional team. In fact, there's one setting buried in NotebookLM that 99% of users completely miss. And when you use it the right way, you can turn a boring, generic slide deck into something that looks like you hired a designer. I'm going to show you exactly where that setting is in just a minute, but first, you need to understand why your slide decks are coming out so basic in the first place. The problem isn't the tool, it's how you're using it. I've spent the last few weeks testing every single feature inside NotebookLM's slide deck generator, and I found a workflow that most people will never discover because they skip the most important steps. While everyone else is getting mediocre results, I'm going to show you exactly how to create slide decks that actually look premium, and how to edit them so you can get them exactly the way you want. By the way, NotebookLM is completely free to use, and everything I'm showing you works on the free plan. Let's start with the biggest mistake most people make, and that's not setting up your notebook correctly. When you create a notebook inside NotebookLM, the sources you add are everything. If you just let NotebookLM search the web and auto-import random sources, your slide deck is going to be inaccurate and generic looking. Here's what most people do wrong. Let me show you. I'm going to type how to start a YouTube channel in 2026 and watch what happens. NotebookLM automatically searches and imports sources from all over the internet. These aren't specific sources that I've chosen, these are just random results it found. This is what most people do, and it generates really basic slides. And that's the mistake right there. You just imported random sources that you haven't even read. Your slide deck is going to pull information from articles you don't trust, and the visuals won't match your style. Here's what you should do instead. I'm going to add my own sources that I've actually vetted. These are sources I've selected specifically for this topic to make the presentation more professional and informative. I'll click on websites and add the links to blogs and videos that I actually trust. You can upload files directly as well. See how much more control you have now? Every single source in my notebook is something I actually trust. When NotebookLM generates the slide deck, it's only pulling from these vetted sources, which means the information is accurate and the presentation is going to be way more professional. Alright, now that your sources are loaded, you might think you're ready to generate the slide deck. But if you just click the Generate button right now, you're making another huge mistake. Let me show you what most people miss. Sure, you can simply click on Slide Deck right here, but what you actually need to do is click on this pencil icon. This opens up a customization window that changes everything. This is where the magic happens. This is the customization panel that most people never see, and this is what separates a generic slide deck from a stunning one. Now up here, you'll see there are two format options. There's Detailed Deck, which is perfect if you're researching something or creating materials for your own reading. And then there's Presenter Slides, which is designed for when you're actually giving a presentation and speaking while showing the slides. For this example, I'm going to select Presenter Slides. You also have options for language and length. I'm just going to leave this on the default setting. Now here's the really important part. This is where you describe exactly how you want the slide deck to look. This is where you paste your style guidelines or your brand colors. My prompt here is create a bold 3D style slide deck titled How to Start a YouTube Channel in 2026. Vibrant, colorful gradient backgrounds, 3D elements. And by the way, you can actually generate these prompts in ChatGPT or Gemini to make them even better. That's exactly what I did here. See what I did? I didn't just say make me a slide deck about YouTube. I gave it a specific visual style, a specific aesthetic. This is the key to getting professional results. Now I'll go back to the slide deck section and click Generate. Alright, NotebookLM is now generating the slide deck with my custom prompt. This takes about a minute or two. Okay, I'm opening up the first slide deck that was generated without any custom guidance. And it's simple, right? You can see the icons are basic, the design is standard. Now let me open the other one that I created with the custom prompt. Look at this. This one actually follows the style we asked for. It has these cool 3D icons and the whole aesthetic is completely different. That's insane. Look at the difference. The first one is fine, it's readable, but it's boring. The second one actually looks like something you'd see from a professional designer. Same sources, same information, completely different visual quality. And all it took was 30 seconds to write a custom prompt. Alright, so now you have a stunning slide deck. But it's not perfect. There are always going to be small changes you want to make. Maybe you want to reword a headline. Maybe you want to adjust an image. And this is where NotebookLM really frustrates people because there is no edit button. Click on three dots and download the PDF. NotebookLM only exports as PDF, and if you need to edit anything after this point, you have to edit it in some other software, or even worse, you have to regenerate the whole slide deck from scratch just to fix one mistake. Exactly. You can't edit anything directly. You have to regenerate the entire thing, which might fix one problem but introduce 3 new ones. So what do? Here's the workaround. I'm going to search for PDF to PPT Canva and click on the link. Canva has this free tool that converts your PDF into an editable presentation. This is a free tool by Canva that converts your PDF into an editable presentation. Just upload your PDF here, and in a few seconds, you'll have an editable version inside Canva. Now, if you have Canva Pro, you can actually fix text errors directly by clicking on the slide image and using the Magic Grab text feature. This lets you select and edit any text element right here. But if you're on the free plan, you can still download this as a PowerPoint file. Just click on Share, then Download, and select Presentation as your file type. Download it and then head over to Google Slides. Start a new presentation and upload the PowerPoint file you just downloaded. Now you can edit this inside Google Slides. And here's a cool trick. If you want to change any of the text or visual elements, you can use the Nano Banana AI tool that's built right into Google Slides. For example, let's say I want to change this text that says the fork in the road to the success road. I'll just write a simple prompt. Change this text, the fork in the road, to the success road, and watch what it does. It generates a brand new slide with that change. Now I'll just click Insert Slide to add it. Just like that. It's a little bit funky because it generates a new image and overlays it on top, but it works. And with a little bit of time, you can get your slide deck exactly the way you want. So now you know how to use NotebookLM better than 99% of people. You know how to vet your sources, use custom prompts to get stunning visuals, and edit your slide decks, even though NotebookLM doesn't have an edit button. This workflow saves hours and makes your presentations look professional every single time. And if this helped you, make sure you subscribe because I'm breaking down AI tools like this every single week. I test these tools, find the hidden features nobody talks about, and show you exactly how to use them better than everyone else. So hit that subscribe button and I'll see you in the next video.